last week in New York launched the 2023 Times Higher Education World University Rankings. So it was great to be here this week to reflect on global trends that we'd seen in the 2023 ranking. We had 1,799 universities participate, up from 1,662, so increased participation from across the world. But today focusing on analysing Australian universities' performance. What is driving Australian universities' success? 37 Australian institutions in total, and we've seen for the first time 10 Australian institutions enter the top 200. So fascinating to begin to understand what's driving the excellent performance of the Australian sector. What the data allows us to understand is that Australian universities have begun to progress their overall research output and productivity, which, as the World University Rankings, is based on metrics that reflect research excellence. This is really what's driving that overall growth in score and rankings performance of Australian institutions. But linked to that is the extraordinary level of internationalisation of Australian institutions. So the fact that they collaborate so much to produce that excellent research with universities in the United States, their top collaborator, but this is followed by universities in China and other really diverse locations. So fascinating just to begin to understand the international nature of Australia's research output. The chair, which obviously had incredible encyclopedic knowledge of the metrics and the data and the impact of that, asked some great questions from the audience, particularly around the new rankings methodology that will be launched in 1 year's time in September next year, 2023, at the University of Sydney, when we bring our annual conference to Australia. So it's very exciting that we'll be able to launch that new methodology here. There was lots of different questions about the new metrics that are going to be included within that reflect, for example, patents that universities' research is cited within. So a very interesting area reflecting the the industry collaboration of universities and their impact on their research output. So yeah, some great questions around that. The data that we presented today shows the extraordinary growth, acceleration and performance of Australian universities, and this is compared to the progress of sectors all around the world. Australian universities are, to coin a phrase used by Mark Scott, the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Sydney last week, punching above their weight with regard to their performance and their position on the global stage.